Swashbuckler is somebody that like uses a sword for battle, but like the question is like, what when you use that thing and he's like hitting things?
Yeah, it's like a ranged attack.
Yeah,
It's no longer melee.
Oh, never mind. It's not pirate. Okay, it's a person who engages in daring and romantic adventures with bravado or flamboyance. So it doesn't even say anything about
Those
swords.
are my Tuesday nights.
All about the bravado and flamboyance.
But that's the question: is like, it feels like it is a gun that's shooting, kind of.
Yeah, I'm with
It's
you.
weird.
It's even like a genre of film. There are swashbuckler films.
I like that.
What's a classic
Robin
swashbuckler
Hood
f-
is
okay.
apparently considered to be a classic swashbuckler. Zorro.
Oh
Makes
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Zorro. What a the Mask of Zorro. What a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Three Musketeers.
Doesn't mention it.
I
But-
think there was one that was called The Musketeer. That was a movie that came out in like the early 2000s or something.
Okay.
Hmm.
And it was about there were the three Musketeers, and then it was D'Artagnan. Is that the one?
Oh yeah, no, the Three Musketeers are listed here. Yeah.
Okay.
Star Wars is apparently considered to be a swashbuckling film.
No. What about Pangolier? Do they talk about Pangolier?
I wish they did. I'm
too
on
bad.
the wiki, not the Dota 2 wiki, unfortunately. Wiki.
All right. They
What do
have
we got?
Grimstroke PA.
Yeah, I like Live to Win's opener a lot. Getting the Grim PA, Clockwork, just a good versatile 4 position. And Tide comes out from Vikin. We went for an early Lifestealer pick.
Yeah, no Magnus potential. That's already banned out. Sand King not going to happen if you already have a Tide Hunter. Oh, Enigma.
That is a good hero when you're playing against Lifestealer Tide.
Yeah.
You've got a big AoE ultimate that pierces BKB, doesn't get Krakened off, doesn't get cancelled by Ravage when you have that BKB yourself. If you're Viking, you're thinking, what heroes can we get to even cancel a BKB Black Hole?
Yeah, most of them come from the offlane role, and you already got a
Yeah.
Tide Hunter.
Yep. There's like what? The Venge 5 position. They do play Venge in a number of roles.
Silencer.
Silencer, yep.
Yeah.
A lot of those heroes you worry about because, you know, there could be food for a PA Grimstroke is the concern.
Mm-hmm.
And Clockwork, but... So I think your options are you get something to either cancel the BKB Enigma Black Hole or you get like really fast I mean, it's Viking. They're going to want to play fast-paced, take towers,
Yeah.
stick to their usual play style.
The thing is that Live to Win also have really good wave clear, so you just put like a Midnight Pulse and toss a few strokes and flares, and no easy way for Viking to get onto a tower even.
The one thing I will say is like the change to Abyssal Blade has made Enigma much worse than he used to be. So
True, but I mean, is Enigma oftentimes not black holing the person who has the Abyssal?
that's true. That's true.
But yeah, I'm with you that like the inherent blink did change the equation quite a bit.
Right. Well, we'll see. But Ember is the pick first. So maneuverability does kind of get owned by Grimstroke. Whether it's just the spirit that gets thrown out or the soulbind, either one is kind of a bad ride for Ember.
So I believe Viking just going to be looking for their 5 position as their last pick, which is, oh no, sounds kind of crazy, but the Ember essentially is their last pick here. They don't have the 10th pick of the draft.
No.
They just didn't want to see Ember get banned out.
And a silencer.
Yeah, let's see, what's the lane? You got a Silencer Lifestealer lane against like a Enigma plus Clock or something? I mean, Clock's just going to be doing a lot of roaming around. Enigma can kind of secure his own lane in a lot of ways.
I think I would take the Venge over the Silencer.
Yeah.
Make Lena 5 and just do a Venge Tide lane.
Even though Venge can run into some issues with like not being able to get the swap levels up high enough before DK or before stuff starts coming out. Oh, that's a really cool option.
There you go.
You just go fast.
Yeah.
Tempo. It's Viking. They're like, well, maybe you get a BKB Black Hole and you win one fight, kill Lifesteal once. Well, the second he respawns, we're running right back at you when Black Hole's on cooldown.
10 seconds remaining.
I just feel like they have enough wave clear on Live to win, and if they get the mid lane or like,
5 seconds remaining.
well, I don't know what a good wave clear mid lane would be.
Underlord.
They have wave clear, but it's not like overwhelming wave clear. Like with mech pipe type items on Viking, they can very easily, I think, keep a push alive. And Lifesteal's just gonna, you know, rage, armlet, hit buildings. Can even get that Deso if he wants.
You may now select your
Morphling
heroes.
into the tide. We've seen this, you know, quite a lot. Although, actually, no, it's Morphling mid. Ah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Morphling, okay, different.
Versus the Ember.
Hmm.
I mean, Morphling versus Ember is always good times for the Morphling to steal that Flame Guard, although there's not that much magic to mitigate, but it's just more damage.
And even, like, yeah, mid-game, you're turning into Ember, you get the Slight plus Searing
Yeah.
Chains combo, and then you just turn right back into Morphling and right-click them, so... I like the Morph pick.
More of the same then. Looks like Viking, I mean, why? If it only broke once, then why fix it? Don't worry about it. We'll keep going fast. We'll keeping that breakneck pace. We are going to go to a break, though. We're not as fast as Viking, but when we come back, the final game of this series here at the Monster Energy Dota Summit 13. We're back.
Whew.
Woo.
All right.
Happened.
That was,
Going.
that was a good draft.
Great draft.
Stay hydrated. I got myself some hydration. Ready to go.
Nice.
Perfect.
You already fixed my posture.
Yep.
That means that I think we're ready to get into a game. Take me into the game.
I'm excited. Good old game 3.
Good old game
Elimination.
3. You wouldn't want it
Everything you
any
could
other
hope for.
way. Yeah.
We've had some good SEA games. Now we're hopping into Europe CIS where games have delivered as well. You know, you start cutting down teams and quality of Dota just goes up.
I do feel like every time we get into these ones, it's like walking into a whole different world because the Dota is so different. It's like mega bizarre seeing these games, and I don't know. I'm not sure which one I like more. As far as just like seeing it, like it's one question of like which one's better, right? But then it's also like which one's more entertaining to watch.
It's also interesting because, like, yeah, you can compare some trends within regions, but a team like Viking is so unique in their playstyle and identity.
Yeah.
It's like, I think the same can be said for SCA, where there's some teams, you know, like Neon, who just have their own really creative way to drafting and playing the game, and TNC, same thing. So, it's not even just about comparing regions, but team to team. This current patch that we're on just seems there's so many different ways to play and different heroes that are viable.
For me, the entertainment factor of SCA has been higher, but we have seen more SCA games, so not really the most one-to-one comparison, but the peak has still been that Among Us TNC 60-plus minute game for me.
Yeah.
Hell of a match.
Yep.
Hell of a game. Those of you watching, if you are interested in other regions, and if you are interested in what's going on in this game, we are paused right now, so no, we're not withholding any Dota from you. Unless if you want to know that Crystal Maiden and Lena are sisters, because that is indeed the current tip on the board. But, you know, I just told you, so you're fine now.
Now you know. The more you know. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I actually don't like the Live to Win draft. I don't like the Morphling pick that much.
Really?
Everything feels really slow. You got Morphling, you got Enigma, you got PA. Like, which of those heroes really wants to make moves early?
Yeah. And the thing is, Viking, they push towers so early. When they're playing, they're, 10 minutes in, they've all tier 1 towers are down. And the problem is, Morphling's going to have, what, a couple Wraith Bands, some Treads maybe?
A Mask of Death.
PA is going to have same thing. Couple Wraith Bands, maybe some Treads, maybe a Broadsword. Like, they're not going to be ready to fight or defend towers. Enigma, like, you're not going to have any of these items. Like, you look at Live to Win, it's like, okay, how do you beat them when they have a BKB Blink Black Hole, and a farm Morphling PA? How do you get to that point? That to me is the bigger question.
Totally.
But at the same time, Viking GG have to be careful. Not much room for error if they mess up a few fights. Things can get kind of iffy for them.
Is it as delicate as their Game 1 situation with the Drow Ranger draft? Because again, it's the same type of Dota. Fast-paced, early game focused, probably in terms of their itemization and obviously their movement. But it only took them one mistake in that Game 1 before it all started spiraling out of control. And here, again, the late game potential is immense from Live to Win.
I don't think it is, because the punish is not as hard. That was the biggest problem in the other game, right? Was that it was Venge Drow. And in this one, it's like the biggest tower hitter is going to be Morph. which is a problem, and it's something you got to be wary of. But he's going to be going probably for the E-Blade build anyways, and to me at least, it feels like he might end up dying in some of these fights. So I would be less
The
concerned,
battle begins.
at least than I was in that game number 1.
I think it's much easier for them to make moves around the map when they've got heroes like Ember, Lina. They've got stun, they've got catch. That game they were just relying on Venge, running around, swapping people in with a keen optic. Like that was their only stun.
Which was cool.
Yeah, it worked. It worked for the most part until it no longer worked.
True.
I think a big part of this game is probably going to be around this mid lane too, like how well FN can do. Perhaps he can just crush this 1v1 matchup and then start making plays around the map and really be this kind of space-creating Morphling rather than this like greedy farming Morphling. You've got a PA in your team. I think FN has to play more a team-oriented style.
Well, he's gotten every last hit on him.
Yeah, he kind of botched the block
Yeah.
on the Morphling, so... Took a first wave.
That's how it goes.
Clockwork doing anti-Chen kind of things.
Chen doing anti-Enigma kind of things.
Is this anti-Enigma though?
I don't know.
Hey, it'll multiply.
Yeah.
I actually
I
don't know.
think it will.
It doesn't keep the same multiplier, but it does multiply.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it doesn't get the bonus
Oh, it doesn't.
damage,
No,
though.
it doesn't get the cosmetic. Also, that's the big nerf.
That's weird. It's so weird looking.
Are you
Unmatching.
really my brother?
This courier has been
God. Oh, it's so bizarre. He's doing some good pressure there, though. Let's go, Chen. Let's get in there, Celery.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sure he would prefer to have a creep, but they're all blocked.
And he's not stealing his life stealer's range creeps. It's better you take an
True.
idol on than a range
That's
creep.
true.
Usually this is where like the Ancient Chens take a range creep and the carrier's like, oh, you really, man? Like I wanted to last hit that.
Up top.
Maybe
Some trouble.
doesn't get a chance to salve up and nice kill.
Oh my god, they're winning all the lanes.
On Radiant or Dire?
On Radiant.
Radiant, yeah. Even with the first blood given up, they're up over 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
But some of that was the courier, so they sniped a courier up top, which is a decent chunk of change.
Oh, the race is on. Aw.
I mean, that's still, it's all gold, right? Like, this is tough.
Yeah, Morphling is getting bullied in the mid lane. I did not think this matchup went so badly for Morphling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first slight did a ton of damage, and I was like, oh, this actually might be kind of difficult for Morphling.
And despite getting a kill up here, PA is not farming well, had to commit a lot of regen to the lane already, and yeah, it does. I think it was his courier that died, so he's not being able to bring
Yeah.
out additional regen.
There were tangos on it.
You know, it's interesting. Oh, wait a minute. LTW? Going down? One more punch?
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't flame, that was intentional.
Yeah, I mean,
That was intentional.
okay.
You don't think it was intentional?
I don't.
I think he dies on purpose there.
It looked like
His-
he was going to live.
His
to
courier
me.
was coming out with regen, but at that point you're just throwing away that gold. Now he can just TP into lane and have the regen plus full health. I actually think it's
It's the better play.
absolutely.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you know, I think that this lane is going to be incredibly difficult. Like all of them, they're just getting doubled up. Like all of the cores on Viking have more denies than the other cores have CS.
Yeah, it's a 2K gold lead. What the hell's going on?
They're just like completely destroying them. Like every lane is getting
Yeah.
bodied.
Viking GG are the kings of the early game, I'll tell you that.
What the hell's happening? How is this fair?
Yeah, this is a brutalizing.
Will it get even worse with a rune? No. Boom. Gets rotated on. Haste rune was
it
there.
might get worse with the rune for Viking.
I can't
Boom,
do
Boom
anything.
should have hard committed for the rune. Just be like stood there and gone for the right click battle.
Yeah.
Thanks be to you.
Gets salved up. We'll be maybe asking some of his teammates to refill that bottle. Just hide TP mid.
I mean, Lina just came.
Actually, there's bounty runes coming soon. Maybe Boom will just go grab those.
Yeah.
You gotta get something.
Yeah, Ty's going to TP back top. I mean, he's doing fine even without the bottle charges here, so Boom will happily continue to crush his lane. Top lane some aggression.
Okay, Light Strike Ray is going to connect. Air Miss taking a lot of damage. He trying to buy a little bit of space for his buddy.
They're
and
gonna
another
get
Light
this
Strike Allay.
kill, I think, but even, it's so expensive.
God, the stick! He's still taking a lot of
He
damage
has a
there.
blink.
One more punch.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
That's one of those like kills. Like, is it really worth it?
Yeah, especially because they compromised bounty rune control as well for that kill. So Tide's
Yeah.
gonna get all of its celery will die.
Okay, nice kill there. I mean, you have to use the full stick charges, couple tangos, and yeah, PA does get healed back up. Probably with a salve from his buddy, but expensive kill.
Yeah, this doesn't feel great, but at least, like you said, getting a little bit involved here with the ink swell on the PA, but gets hit by the Light Strike Ray afterwards, and again, the pressure coming from that Tidehunter.
I mean, it's just like right back in lane. I'm like, all right, full mana. Let's just start chucking spells again. Put some more pressure on this PA. Top 3 net worth, all the Radiant cores is Vikin. Pretty happy with how things are going, but the kill's starting to add up for Live to Win. You find another kill on this Chen down bottom. Shed.
Get punched, but they won't be able to chase him down either. A little bit of a weird couple of minutes here, but still Viking maintaining the lead.
I'm shocked that Tidehunter is doing this well. I feel like he's being kept busy a lot by trying to protect his Lina and stuff like that, but he's neck and neck with the Phantom Assassin. And they haven't even been creep cutting that much. This is like once every 3 waves, it seems, they'll take it. Now Clockwork has rotated up top.
So how do you transition this into the towers? Does like Chen need to start moving around or recalling people, or I don't know.
Are we looking for some level 6s first? Like, wanna have that kind of Ravage threat before you rotate in someone like the Chen? I think you're worried about leaving Lifestealer alone versus an Enigma with a potential rotation and a black hole. That
No.
is definitely a way to kill this Lifestealer off.
He does smite once. Nice.
Okay.
Well, there's the Clockwork rotation.
Margin. Realizing that he cannot chase under tower.
You're doing a good job making up for the poor laning stage with just finding kill after kill. It's gone from like a 3k gold lead just to a bit over a 1k gold, more 2k gold lead. Has kind of stabilized.
As you said, those level 6s are going to come out at some point, and
Jeez. Yeah, he's got 20 stick charges at least.
that's some of that raindrops getting taken down too. Nice catch there. Black hole going to get dropped.
Nice.
Oh, we'll keep him alive. The golem.
He's dead?
Golem. No, he didn't have the hurl boulder.
Rip.
Wow. Even without the TP Inkswell, I think Enigma was going to get that kill under the tower.
Is under attack.
Much.
Version. Gets his Tranquils broken so he can't keep up with Lina, and some good individual play coming out from the Live to Win side.
Immersion's such a baller. Enigma now, 6 raindrops still. I think that's a part of it. It's like a lot of these consumable items being purchased. Leading to like a bit of an advantage there. But they're gonna pull this one on over. Toby try and clear through a
Dire's
bit of a
middle
stack
tower
here.
is under attack.
What's old Chen up to? What kind of creeps does this boy got? He's got Frost Ogre, Hellbear, got a mech
Radiant's
queued
top
up.
tower is under
I guess
attack.
maybe once he completes the mech, then he'll start going for push rotations. So, I mean, Toby's level 6, but I don't really... Well,
Yeah, it's dangerous to go in there if you don't have backup. FN still just going 4-0-4. No points in ulti yet. Could be nice in a little bit here. Yeah, very chill game so far. 1-7. So all of the kills going the way of Live to Win, but net worth leads still under the favor of Viking. Hello. Chase.
Dire's middle
Punch.
tower is under attack.
Gone.
Could he not have gotten away if he just kept walking? I don't think Tyler could have caught up to him.
It looked like he felt like he had to Inkswell stun the Lina.
Yeah.
Maybe the right click.
No, for the stroke at the end.
Oh, I see.
I'm not sure.
On support tower defense duty, he gets picked off, and they'll see Viking probably get this T1 tower, though. There's a TP in from Morphling. Morphling gonna look to defend it for now, as the other Viking heroes were backing off to secure the bounty runes.
I mean, Lina's quite close to level 6.
Yeah.
He needs to be careful up here.
Clockwork's coming in from behind potentially, too.
I think he got both bounty runes.
I think they're gonna scout. They're gonna figure out where Clockwork is. Yeah, and actually, Immersion's just gonna end up feeding away his life. I think he did snipe that bounty rune, I believe, though.
Yeah.
So, gets a bounty rune for his troubles.
You have been schooled.
Last little remnant comes through to get the finish.
And Shad just working away on an armlet. So, looks like Viking trying to gear up for this kind of maybe around 15-minute timing. I mean, they'll take some T1 towers now, but when they get really strong, it's going to be with the Spirit Vessel, the armlet. Probably start seeing some Infest Bombs. Tide going for an early medallion, going to give them some more minus armor, some Roche taking potential. No one on the Viking side really itemizing in any kind of greedy fashion, or for the late game at all at this stage.
What can help us now?
I mean, they did have that one Midas on Faceless Void last game, and they still got away with their very, very fast pace, so even if one of their cores wants to go greedy, I'd be okay with it. But let's bring the army mid.
It feels like everyone's just itemizing for the game, you know. Ember's like, okay, I'm against some more. Someone's going to get Spirit Vessel. I'm the only hero that builds Spirit Vessel. Lifesteal Armlet, just you're going to get the Radiance build's dead. Every game is Armlet into some kind of follow-up damage item.
MKB.
Yeah, against the PA, absolutely. They will find a double Ancient Sack and the mango tree. Get the mangoes! Quick!
Oh my god.
We got one of them.
Immersion, you're gonna pay for that mango. A fruity intrusion upon our area.
See if they go for these Ancients or not.
Mech's completed, and Lifestealer's taken down this bot tier 1. Toby's keeping the area warm.
Yep. This is the classic Viking, take all 3 tier 1 towers. A little bit slower than the past games, I feel, where they had them maybe by around 10 minutes.
How dare they?
Yeah.
12-minute tier 1s.
Whereas, yeah, Live to
Amateur
Win,
hour.
Not a single tier 1 tower. This like sums up how these two teams play Dota. Every single game has been this way, regardless of draft.
Off farming very, very far away.
Yeah.
It's just same game, different heroes.
And
But I do think it's part of the reason why Live to Win is sort of a good matchup against them, because like all you have to do is just go late enough, you know?
Yeah.
And eventually they fall off.
yeah, don't try and fight too early when you're weak. Just give up those towers and play for late game.
Right.
That's really been that's how they won game 1. Game 2 they kind of fell a bit too far behind. Okay.
Yeah.
Hook shot.
Well
not
played by
hitting.
Boom to stay on the northern side of that creep wave. AoE of the stun wasn't big enough.
Yeah. And it does look like they're going to start getting to work on tier 2 towers now, which is a little bit more difficult to defend. The mech comes into play, so this is where some of that wave clear to stop pushes is not quite as effective.
It's games like this that I really appreciate the change for, one thing, glyphs refresh after tier 1 towers are taken, and multi-shots on tier 2 and 3 towers.
Right.
Because like this is not a position for Live1 to be able to defend these kinds of things, but at least you're able to drive back one push, force the enemy team to come up with a different approach. Because otherwise, like if you draft a fast 5-hero push lineup, there's like nothing you can do.
That's what people are doing. That's why all these
Yeah,
change happen.
the death ball.
I also feel that's why Viking is so methodical about taking all the tier 1s first. Because
Yeah,
then
exactly.
they don't let the glyph refresh. Often it sucks where you take a tier 2 tower, then you go to another lane, you kill a tier 1, and then you refresh the glyph.
Yeah.
And it's just like, ah. But basically they've now made it so that they're only going to have one glyph every so often.
Right.
It's what, 6 minutes, 7 minutes? What's glyph cooldown?
I think it's 6 minutes? 5 minutes.
5, okay.
5,000 gold lead. Which has the Blink Dagger for Enigma.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you see...
Here we go, the invade. They want to start getting some Spirit Vessel charges.
Oh, this is looking sketchy.
So we should be fine here.
They have that Blink Enigma
Sketchy
ready to
for-
go. Catches on to
They're
both
tanky,
of them.
though. I don't think they've got the damage.
And they have Ravage afterwards if they want to use it. Stunned out. Ravage connects onto both
Oh, no,
of them.
he didn't start
Gets the
shifting.
kill.
Yeah. More waved into the Ravage
Yeah.
with very low HP pool.
Dire's middle tower
Dubious.
And an Arcane Ring Ember, of course.
Damn.
That's the other nice thing with the Spirit Vessel is it just tanks you up as well. The Ember getting caught in the black hole there never really felt like he was in danger of dying.
Yeah.
Timely move from Viking, who hit their stroke here in the mid game.
I don't know what Morphling's plan was, though, because there's no way that Tide isn't going to Ravage, and I also don't think they had enough damage to kill the Tide in the black hole.
Yeah.
So why waveform in?
Dire's middle
You know,
tower
try to get the
is
extra
under
damage
attack.
in there. Maybe somebody else could come in
He
in
was
time.
waveforming in to steal Ember form and then Sleight of Fist dodge the Ravage. He just slightly misplayed it.
That would have
Yeah.
been sick as all hell.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Very disappointing. Didn't see it.
And Boom is not done.
Wow, he's really not.
Yeah, and he's got Vessel Chargers to burn.
Shot?
Let's be a little bit careful. Gets out. The cog's not going to latch on, unfortunately. It looks like FN will get out, but Boom we push back. And just the one Spirit Vessel charge left, but here we go. The Tier 2 towers being sieged one by one, and an AC. Lifesteal is saying, I don't need itemized for PA, I need itemized for killing buildings. We're a building killing team.
Make it happen.
Rule of invisibility.
The AC, and the thing is, AC is good for buildings, but it actually does. It is a good item against the PA, just in a more defensive manner.
And a Morphling as well. Like, you don't need to worry about shotgun because you've got rage. The
Yeah.
only thing you need to worry about is the right clicks. Oh, hello.
This,
Wow, he uses his Vessel. Oh, whatever.
I
He's
think
gonna
was
get
his-
it back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's his last charge.
It's the freebie charge.
Yeah.
Does get the last hit on the tower on the Enigma.
That was toasty.
A happy Boom Ember, who is getting somewhat rotated on here. Not sure they really have the tools to kill him, though, with the Dire Heroes right now.
Spot out FN again. If you were
attack.
able to catch him, there's the Laguna Blade into, or rather, Light Striker into the Laguna Blade should be an easy kill.
Dire's
Farms
top
away.
tower has fallen.
Yeah, this Dire draft is starting to feel a little bit on the greedy side, considering Vikings playstyle, having PA and Morphling.
Yeah. And like we were saying that maybe this Morphling will become a space creating
Dire's top tower
kind of oriented
is under
core.
attack.
This Morphling is consuming a ton of space. He has just been a
Yes.
liability for the most part.
Good in theory, execution has something to desired.
And a fully completed Solar Crest now, so as far as sieging goes, chuck that on your Life Stealer and have him hit some buildings. That's going to be pretty hard to defend.
Radiant's courier
Nice
has
little
been
cheeky
killed.
courier snipe as Saniko will instantly TP out.
Also, chuck it on a Roche. I think they may go for that before they start sieging
Yep.
high ground.
They've taken every outer tower. They'll probably make a move for that Dire outpost as well.
Oh, they already got
20
it,
minutes.
actually. But it looks like it's about to get reconverted. All day in the vicinity.
Jason, punching.
So Deso BKB.
Oh man, clumsy net for Lifestealer. He may actually just hold on to it.
It sounds pretty good. Shivas would be nice.
Yeah, because it's
Radiant's top
mostly
tower
physical
is
damage.
under
Everyone on
attack.
Radiant able to kind of just itemize into these defensive armor items. The Plate Mail and Ember and
Speedy
Solar
rule
Crest
of
on Tide.
haste.
Oof, stomp him. Oh, they hurled the boulder. Oh, no, they missed.
Tiny little Mud Golem stun.
Did not miss at all. Chase forward, Laguna Blade is going to
Another
connect.
slide. Yeah.
Last hit for the kill. Seneko also going to go down.
To see.
Whoa!
Not done.
Okay. Catches on to both. Did get the strength form off. Light Strike Array and the Chimp out.
Oh, he's so close to blink.
Oh, no.
That was a buyback from Clockwork as well.
Yeah, well and truly in the lead right now. Vikingers doing whatever they want.
Yep, I think they're just going to maintain control of the outpost and then maybe go into Roche shortly thereafter. They're giving up the outpost, actually.
No rabbit
They've
drop.
still got 30 seconds, I guess, but yeah, they're not really. If they want to take it, they might need to bring numbers. Channel grab it
Chen-
alone for now.
The bluff.
Yeah, it's You don't know where my teammates are. Well, you kind of do. There's some dire vision. And they're smoking out there, headed towards
Yeah,
his
they're
Lifestealer.
split.
They have Hand of God.
The scary thing is you have to probably Black Hole to kill him, and then the next 2.5 minutes without Black Hole is worrying. They could just go straight high ground. Like, I feel like solo Black Hole killing a Lifestealer is very risky.
If it's Lifestealer, I think you're okay with it. Because who's going to siege then if Lifestealer's dead?
You better make sure you kill him.
Yeah.
They're going to start with Aramis's Lina.
A lot of damage coming through, and one last hit there. Coming in for the Morph lane. Fan takes him down.
Maybe a little bit on the greedy side this Lina, not going for any kind of a 4-staff against Clockwork. Even queuing it up as like a second item. For Live to win, they've got to stall. They've got to wait for this. They need this BKB Black Hole. That's their kind of their late game.
The other bad thing, or rather unfortunate thing about that is, well, first of all, oh my god. Ooh, Black Hole onto both of them? Not enough damage.
Yeah.
Not enough. Hand of God.
Oh, that LSA.
Heal, big combo.
GG.
They're done.
Yep.
Absolutely. I mean, they had all buybacks, but they're just getting obliterated.
That was also like the perfect fight. The Inkswell detonated right after the Black Hole ended, so they would have been perma-stunned, but not enough damage.
Wow.
And they go out not with a bang, but with a bit of a whimper here in game number 3. Viking, the favorites, surely, but obviously the invites as well. But after such a back and forth game 1 and game 2, not necessarily the ending we were hoping for in this game number 3.
No, I think
Sort of back and forth. I feel like, to me, though, Vikings still look like the better team in all 3
Yes.
games. Even though they lost game 1, it was very much just a draft and play mishap in some ways.
I completely agree. Game 1 felt like a completely different series from the second 2.
Well, we will pop on over to a quick break. When we come back, find out who was your bts.gg/monster MVP and some more post-game analysis here at the Monster Energy Dota Summit 13.